upload, basically you have to log in your Canva account. So I hope you guys are logged into your Canva. And now you can open any, perhaps I have opened a presentation. So if you have to upload any photo, then you can simply go to upload, go to your upload media, and it will open a download. So let's open a photo. And now it will take some time until it gets uploaded. And once that's uploaded, you can simply drag it to your center of the screen, wherever you desire. So currently I have placed right at the center. So let's see a few things about these photos. So you can do full screen in this way. Here is the screen. So basically this is how your slideshow start. You can play slideshow through this way as well. So let's learn a few things about photos. You can use Canva to edit your photos as well. You have here edit options. So there are some basic editing available. It is not powerful as Photoshop, but you can definitely do a few editing. So here you have background remover. I don't think there is some background that needs to be removed though. So let's see how powerful Canva is in removing background in this picture. So it takes certain time. We need to wait for depending upon the complexity of your image. So you can see it removed completely these clouds from my image. I think I didn't save that. So you can see here from earlierly our clouds have been removed. So Canva is smart enough to do that on its own. So removing a background is one way you can do that. And to revert back to your original scenes, you can press Ctrl Z, or we can do it from here. This is the Ctrl Z for undo, and here is for redo, Ctrl Shift and Z. Now if I press Ctrl Shift Z, the background. So remove what, I guess we're already done with that. So more on what we have on edit image option. So let's see. So we have seen our background remover, and we can play with this adjust. We have different sort of adjusting. Previously in Canva there used to be a very few options here, but now there are a lot. You can adjust your brightness. Basically this is a simple thing what you can see in basic all of those editing software sort of, or you can use this number way. And this is your contrast. So both brightness and contrast are for adjusting the light preference, and your saturation is more towards your color gradient. So you can see here, as I saturate less, it grows grayscale, and as I saturate it more, it becomes more vibrant, showing different colors. I think it will be better if I could stretch it out. Okay, so this is good. So here is your grayscale, and here is your high saturation. So I'm in the middle. This is my normal photo, and this photo is taken by me. So this is a normal photo. So this is grayscale, and the more saturated it is more color gradient. You can see it looks beautiful. I keep it in the 0 for right now. The brightness and contrast are for adjusting the lights. Contrast for your dark color lights, and brightness for bright ones. And this tint is basically adding a layer in front of your photo. So as you can see, when I move towards the red tint, you can see a reddish layer above my photo, and as I move towards the blue tint, you can see the blue layer on my photo. So let's leave it in the middle. So blur is basically for how much you would like to blur your photo. You cannot select a specific portion and blur that out, but this thing actually blurs out complete photo. So this can be useful sometime in presentation when you would like to show some blurry contents, and in that way. And with this is less blur or highly pixelated content, and with moving forward, this is more blurry content. So let's leave it in the middle right now. Now this X process or cross process is also similar to adding layer, but it is sort of a native layer process. So you can play along with it. And this is vignette, which is sort of adding a shadow from the corners. And as I move towards here, the negative shadow is not there. and as I keep in the middle, there is some shadows, and you can see those shadows coming from the corner. So that's all what we need. So this warmth is more about adding a warmness, or it's similar to tint, adding a red color here, and with the warmth adding blue colored upper layer. And for the clarity here, it is sort of removing the blur or making it more pixelated. And this vibrance is also similar to your warmth, but it only gives a little touch of the fills on that. And this is for your highlight. So highlight is where your major light is being focused. As you can see, here is my sunlight, and now when it is being focused, you can see here from this area, it is being focused. The light seems to be going from there, so that's for highlight. And from shadow, you can see from the corners where the shadow are generated, it is going to increase and decrease the shadows from there. And finally, here is our fade. Fade is for that bright source of light, or basically, if you see it properly, it is also an adding of a layer. So that's all for your adjust. Now you have different sort of filters as well. There are a lot of filters as well at here. You can play along with the filters, and you can even go to settings and add the intensity. So let's see some. So here is a dare filter, and let's see the intensity. So you can see this is, you can play along with this one as well. So let's see under some grayscale option. So if you'd like to keep a bit colored, a bit gray, then this will be a right option for you. So next to filter, we have some photogenic options. Like here, you can choose different sort of designs. So there are a lot of different things with which you can play along in your photo. In comparison to old Canva and the current Canva is a lot powerful, in which you can work with different photos. So this is for photogenic. This is a completely new feature in Canva. So this was not available earlier, and now this is in different ways. You can play along with your photo. You can see, you can do different sort of designs. So if you prefer not to use filter and directly this, then you can do that as well, or the combination of both works as well. And you can have some smart mockups. For example, you can see now that photo would be included here. Let's see how it will make. It will look interesting. So you can see here your photo actually went into this mobile cover design inside of that. So this is this smart mockup. So your photo got concentrated at there. There are different mockup designs as well. Let's see some. So you can have your in your mock design as well. You can see inside of this cup or mock, you can see that design will be printed at here. So you can see here it looks wonderful. Let's try on some hoodie. So Canva is powerful. You can play along with different sort of things at here. So you can see it got printed on that hoodie. Now you can save this and give it for your tease printing as well. So this is also one way of working with those photos. Now let's cancel that for right now. Now we have shadows. We can play along with shadows as well. Now you can see this is just a small bit of shadow design. So it's like this photo being pasted on some wall, and this is a shadow being created. We have some backdrop shadow, some angled shadow. So you can play along with different shadow designs. You can have some frames. So this is like keeping it in a laptop frame. Let's see some different frames as well. So you can have some like film sort of frame. Interesting. You can add some this sort of canvas frame as well. So this is also interesting aspect. And there are some different sorts of designs, more designs where you can use with that. So this is all for some retro designs, and you can do some slice sort of design as well. You just have to add an option of using it, and there is a slice option now available. Now if you prefer to keep it in some like tone sort of design, now you can add that as well. So this is how you add. So you can have different options through here. You can add some pixelated 3p or some letter mosaic. So this is interesting. Let's try one. So here's our letter mosaic. And now let's try one colorize. Now you can see these letters trying to colorize this. Though it's interesting, it didn't look nice. You can add some paint effect to your designs as well. So let's see some paint effect. So this would look like some artistic painting design. In this way, you can work with Canva, with your photos. So although simple, not powerful as the Photoshop application, but Canva does the work, and you can do it as per your necessity and then work here and then save it. So this seems to be like some difficult painting work, that's why it didn't look that better. Let's see if some mosaic painting would look better. So once this is done, then that would be all for your editing image. And now, of course, the crop option is here. Then you can have some animate option as well. So for the animate option, you can use some rise. This is available basically because I'm in the presentation one, that's why. And if you like to use some crop option for this photo, then definitely you can select your crop option. So I've selected this small eyeline inside of this font, and let's do this done. And see, cropping is also as it is as it can be. And now we can even set some background. You can right click and see different sort of options from here as well. So you can animate, you can add some comments, set image as background. So now this image is background for that. If you prefer to undo anything here, you can always undo using here, or press Ctrl Z. To redo, it is Ctrl Shift and Z. And now if you like to keep this and you don't like to save this, then you can simply download. And you have different options where you can save it as PNG, JPG, PDF, PDF printing, and different sort of designs. So that's all how you work on those photos in Canva applications. And see you on the next one.